So collective, there is nothing that they could give you to get you to come back to them or accept their breadcrumbing and emotional manipulation anymore. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest. Here it seems it's very clear that you have been doing the inner work and have improved yourself to a point where you've really ascended, you've really risen above all the troubles, all the things that used to give you a headache, that used to make you anxious, or are very close to achieving this. The more you're improving on yourself, the more you are aligning yourself with the right path and decisions in your life, because you're aligning with your higher self. So the main reason they can't give you anything anymore is you have already given yourself so much. You have your own source for validation. You don't need it from anyone outside of you. Although outside validation, you could think of it as the icing on the cake, but never the entire cake. And so you are no longer needy or dependent on anyone's validation, opinions, anything for that matter. You are able to sustain yourself and really pour into yourself. Actually follow what nourishes you, what makes you feel happy, and not just happy but fulfilled. And so you are not at this moment emotionally starved at all. It appears that you've healed that, and now you have that freedom of not needing anyone's validation, which would have made you susceptible to being breadcrumbed, being stringed along, etc. Because you've learned to fill your own cup, and really and truly this time you've made this breakthrough. And it seems like before, people may have really lured you in with false promises, things that looked tempting, that you perhaps temporarily fell for, only to realize their true colors come out. And I'm also hearing a song, like in the form of a thought, is popping into my mind. I wish that I could be like the cool kids, 'cause all the cool kids. Okay, I don't know the rest of the lyrics, but it's like these people were so arrogant. They thought they were, a baddie, queen bee, and they really used that and held that over your head. It seems that they thought that all the blessings and abundance was truly coming from them, or actually that's what they wanted you to believe, but this entire time it was coming from you. Most of their glow is because your energy, you were seeing your own energy and projecting onto them. And these people knew that. They siphoned your energy until you've healed enough to not need their validation, to walk away from it, to have this mentality of, oh, I don't care what you think, I don't care, you don't have to offer me a seat at the table. I have my own amazing table with all sorts of delicious desserts and teas and everything I could ever want and wish for, you know? And it's like some of these people also were gatekeepers. Like, they would think that they were in charge of everything and that only they could be cool, like part of the cool crowd. Like, it's some high school shit going on here. It looks like it. They still have that high school mentality, or I don't know if they are in high school, but yeah, their brains are like from high school. Oh yeah, they pretended to be oh so cool, way too cool for you, until you clocked them and decided, I've had enough, I'm walking away, I'm finding way better. You found yourself again, found value in yourself, and are treating yourself amazingly well. Like, these people would have never come close to treating you like that. And they didn't want to because they wanted to breadcrumb you. Also, from these cards especially, I'm picking up on a very manipulative energy, or a person who, you know, was, perhaps still is, involved in your life, or was, who pretends to be oh so friendly and sweet. That's their outer image, that's their persona, but in actuality, they are very emotionally manipulative and extremely, I would say, untrustworthy, because they switch up at the drop of a hat, you know. I'm hearing, like, they may have used false concern, like, oh, I'm only telling you this because I care about you, or they would pretend to be so, like, motherly, only to keep you small, to keep you down in a condescending way. But when you see these people's true colors come out, very nitpicky, very controlling people, it seems. Now you've seen through them and seen them for how they really are, which is why they are so angry, or suddenly, if you've experienced a sudden switch up in your life of someone who seemed to be oh so sweet, you know, innocent, that could be the case. But energetically, I really am picking up on, it doesn't have to be, but an older woman who would come across as caring, or very, I wouldn't say old-fashioned, but very traditional, maybe, and very smothering, to a very controlling extent. It doesn't have to be like a literal older woman or woman, but just a person or situation that displays these traits, you know. And this is representing you, collective. Queen of Wands, very radiant, unapologetically authentic, creative. So a person like this cannot stand a person like this, as amazing, as badass, as authentic, because these people like control. They're all about controlling and keeping you in your place, and they don't like that you've healed yourself to that point. You don't need anything from them. You don't need their validation. You don't need or wait for things to be how they used to be, quote unquote. You have moved on for real. Because it seems this person was very toxic. Have more videos like this, more readings. I enjoy doing these sorts of collective readings, my absolute favorite.